Now, the Tallaght did say, and he did wish me all the best for my marriage that's coming up in 3 weeks' time. Yeah, I'm very nervous. Thank you. But you probably know that Ireland had a big influence on my ability to get married. And it's something that I'm very proud of, and something that I think Ireland, around the rest of the world, should be recognised for. When I left Ireland back in 1996, homosexual acts were still illegal here. I went to Australia believing that Australia, with the gay Mardi Gras, was a very open, and there is a very open and accepting society. And I wasn't disappointed when I got to Australia. It's an amazing country. But to see in those last 20-odd years the changes that have taken place in Ireland has been truly inspirational. First of all, the marriage equality referendum that took place in 2015. The world was watching, and Ireland showed the rest of the world what equality was like. Having that vote, with 62% of the Irish population voting in favour, inspired the rest of the world, was an inspiration to us in Australia, and was the light on the hill that we could all aspire to. In fact, the marriage equality campaign manager, Tiernan Brady, immediately left Ireland and came to Australia to work on our campaign. And he did an amazing job, and he was instrumental in changing the laws in Australia. We also had to go through our own vote, not because we have a constitution that forbid marriage equality, but because the politicians wouldn't agree on an outcome. And it was a tough campaign. We had a lot of pushback. I took a leading role as a leader of the business community, believing social issues are a thing that the business should get involved in. We are part of democracy and should have a say on these items. And we got a backlash. In an event in Perth, I had a very angry man throw a pie in my face because I supported marriage equality. It was a homophobic attack. We had Margaret Court, a very famous Australian tennis player, who said she was boycotting Qantas for her support of marriage equality. She's a religious preacher based in Perth. I did notice that Richard Branson, our major competitor, Virgin Australia, came down soon after that and said he supported marriage equality long before Alan Joyce did. So poor old Margaret couldn't get on an aircraft to fly anywhere in Australia. And then Greyhound buses came out and said they support marriage equality. So I think she's walking between Perth and Sydney at these days. But we also had a senior minister in the government telling me to keep to my knitting and not getting involved in social issues. And I know this business community, and I think every business community, should be involved and passionate about these issues. But we decided, and I decided, that Qantas was better off being part of it, and we personally wanted to get involved in, and my partner worked on the campaign for 2 years. We donated personally $1 million to the campaign because we were massively outmatched by the churches supporting the No campaign. So I can, with probably almost complete certainty, say that my marriage in 3 weeks' time is the most expensive wedding a Tallaght man has ever paid for.